In this video, I'm going to reveal the hidden psychology behind every single buying decision, which will allow you, my friend, to start closing more deals rather than scrambling around begging people to buy from you. Now, when you master what I'm about to share with you, everything starts to change. The scripts go out the window, the self-worth starts to get better, everything starts to change. Now, the thing is this. So many of us are talking to people on a superficial level. We're making logical offers to people. We're talking to them with logical language. We're presenting them a itemized breakdown of what they're going to get in our offer. We're sharing our screen with lots of logical things to share with them, stats, data, all that kind of stuff, which is great and it has its purpose in some part of the buying cycle. Here's the challenge though. When it comes to closing deals, it doesn't work, which is why you got to get rid of all of that stuff. Now, in this video, I'm going to break down what you can do to start triggering buying decisions from your prospects rather than them thinking about it. So why should you listen to me in the first place? Look, my name is Jessen James. Over the last decade, I've taken what I used to do in psychiatric nursing and I've put it right here into sales. That has allowed me to close over 22 million in deals, and my clients have gone on to generate over 200 million and growing using what I call the invisible sales method. It is the single-handedly most unique methodology in the world where no one teaches this stuff, by the way, that allows you to talk to people on a deep neurological level rather than a superficial level, or better still, than one of those people who just gave you some psychological tips to help influence the prospect. Make sense? So look, I want to break it down for you in this video. You need to do something different right now to get a different result. You can't keep on doing the same thing over and over and over and expecting something to change. If every day you're sitting at your desk and you're speaking to prospects and you're running the same script, running the same pattern, running the same process, and wondering why your sales are stagnant, then clearly you don't understand how growth occurs. Growth occurs when you apply change. Change is not bad. Change is great. So what do you need to do right now? Well, ask yourself, do you really want to change? And if you do, then do it. Change. Stop doing what you're doing right now, because if it's not getting you the results that you want, why would you do it? Now, for those of you watching this who are doing okay, and you just like to be, I don't know, watch more YouTube videos, maybe it's part of your daily ritual to watch a video just to keep yourself pumped up and keep yourself in with the latest stuff or whatever it is, but you're okay, you've got to stop being okay. Okay is a dangerous place to be. You've got to be great. Greatness is what people should be striving for. Why? Because if you're great and you have a bad day or a bad month, you're still good. If you're only good and you have a bad day or a bad month, you go back to being average. If you're average and you have a bad day or a bad month, you are screwed. Is this making sense? So strive for greatness. So whether you're struggling, whether you're average, whether you're good, you're in the right freaking place. So let's talk about it. What makes people buy in the first place? Well, I touched on it already. It's got nothing to do with logic and it's got everything to do with emotion. Our brains don't work logically. They don't serve us in a logical way, because at the end of the day, your logic will kick in and talk you out of something. They will. Your logic will just kick in and talk you out of something, okay? So when you're presenting a logical offer to a prospect, what do you think they're doing? They're looking at this logical offer and they're starting to ask themselves questions. And their logical brain talks them out of saying yes. So how do I know this? Well, I know it because you know it. You know it. You've presented a logical offer to someone before and they've started asking you logical questions back to give themselves reasons why they don't do it right now. You know it. You already know this. So again, comes back down to the first thing I said. Why would you carry on doing the same thing over and over and over and expect a different result? Nothing's going to change. So what do we need to do instead? Stop presenting them with logical offers and start engaging the emotional brain, because at the end of the day, logic doesn't work. I'm happy for you to bring some logic into your presentation at some point, whether you need statistics or whatever, but any point you make logically needs to be linked to some kind of emotion. So, for example, in one of my previous videos I've spoken about this. Stop selling features, start selling feelings. So if you're going to list a particular feature of your product, how will it make them feel? What feeling will it take away? And if you can link that logical point to a feeling of pain and a feeling of pleasure, guess what? You've bypassed the logic. I'm going to say that again for you, for those of you who need some time to catch up. Hear me out. If you're going to present a logical part of your offer, so a particular feature of your product, You need to then immediately take that feature and link it to a pain point that they don't want to feel anymore, and then link it to a feeling that they do want to feel instead. Okay? For those of you who watch many of my videos, you'll know I always talk about this. When a prospect meets you for the first time, they're in what's called undesired state. They don't want to feel like this state, emotional state. They don't want to feel like this. Whatever problem's going on, whether even if it's a first world problem, whatever problem's going on, they don't want to feel like this. They want to go from undesired state to desired state. They want to feel like this instead. And when you understand that taking parts of your product or your service, features, and you link it to undesired and desired state, everything starts to happen. You start to reprogram their buying behavior. You start to reprogram how they look at this pitch. You start to reprogram how they look at their future. Why? Because you are selling feelings, not features. And that is how you trigger people, my friends. You got to get rid of the freaking script. You got to get rid of all the freaking slides that you're showing them. You got to get rid of all of this stuff and stop trying to overload them with information. Start creating transformations during your talk. Start creating transformations during your meeting rather than trying to inform them, because anyone can inform a prospect. Only a select few are able to transform. My students transform people all the time. We don't do scripts. We are not interested in all that kind of stuff. Like, I closed someone the other day without even showing them my offer. I kid you not. This person jumped on a call, and I don't normally do calls. I thought, you know what, I like to do a few calls every now and then just to keep myself in it. And you know what? I jumped on this sales call, and the guy was like, oh my God, wasn't expecting it to be you. And you know what? I didn't even use my offer. I didn't even show them anything. I didn't show them a slide. I didn't show them a one-page document. I didn't share my screen. I just looked them dead in the eye on this Zoom call. I looked at the undesired state and their desired state, and I told them particular things about my offer that would get rid of this feeling and make them feel that instead. And you know what he did? Within 30 minutes, take my card. And it wasn't cheap. So my point is when you get great at this stuff, my friends, you do away with the scripts, you do away with being prepared, and you just learn to have real-time conversations with people and trigger their emotions so that they stop feeling like this and end up feeling like this instead. So I don't mind you if you want to talk about your features, and if you really do need to show them your screen or show them your offer, you've got to link it, okay? Now, I've taught this to tradespeople, for example. I've got clients who are in solar energy, or they're in plumbing, or whatever it is, blah, 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 and they often send out quotes with an itemized quotation of the different things they're going to install. Logical offer, and they wonder why people don't get back to them. So for the ones that listen to me, I tell them, hey, listen, stop sending quotes to prospects. Stop sending them quotes. Stop, either quote them there and then and talk them through the quote, or if you need to go and prepare for it, fine, but you book in a next meeting to talk through the quote, you don't send it to them. And the ones that listen to me, guess what happens? Their conversions go up. Why? Because they're able to talk the prospect through line by line feature, attach it to some pain that they don't want to feel anymore, and attach it to one that they want to feel. For example, if there's a particular feature in this solar panel that is going to help them to stop bleeding money and start saving instead, they link it. So we're going to install XYZ system with using this particular product. It's not the cheapest on the market. However, it's the one proven to stop bleeding money on most households. Because when you stop bleeding money, you then stop wasting it and you stop worrying about the bills. When you stop worrying about the bills, you can start feeling more relaxed and have your central nervous system calm down so that you can enjoy your home with your family, which is what you should be doing, right? You shouldn't have to put the light on and worry about whether it's going to cost X, Y, Z and worry about rising costs. You should be able to feel free in your own home, especially when you've had a busy day at work, right? Great. Next, we're going to do this. You see where I'm going with this? You can't do that when you just send a quote to someone. You send a quote to someone, their logical brain's going to kick in. They're going to read every single itemized line. There's no feeling attached to it. And in fact, if you're lucky, they'll read every itemized line, because what does most people do when they see an itemized quote? They skip all the components and they go right to the bottom and look for what? The price. The price. How much is it? And they ignore all of this stuff. So why are you wasting your time sending logical quotes to people? It baffles me. But people still do it. They still do it, and they're going to be ignorant. There's some of you watching this right now who are going to be ignorant. No, he doesn't know what he's talking about. Like, people love a quote. Just what if they say, just send it to me anyway. I don't want to have a meeting with you. Just send me the quote anyway. That is your own little voice and self-worth kicking off right now. It's your product, it's your service, it's your sales system. You don't let prospects dictate to you on how that happens. I don't care. If you are worried about losing the prospect, that's not the problem. The problem is you are not getting in front of enough leads. You've got a lead gen problem. So go and fix that and stop selling your soul and lowering your standards just to please the customer so you can get the deal. Stop doing that. You've done it before and you know it sucks. Those ones who always get you to do what they want, they always become problematic anyway, don't they? You know I'm being honest. The ones that make you lower your standards, do them a deal, blah, 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 take control and walk all over you, but you did it anyway because you just needed the money, always end up giving you the most problems. They do. And on the flip side, there's people who you've actually given your terms, given your conditions, they didn't argue, they agreed to it, and they've been dream clients. So what are you wasting your time with these people? Anyone who disagrees with your process, it's fine. Don't sell to them. We have people who come through our funnel and they come through and they go, I don't want to answer those questions. Just book in a time, I'll speak to you. Thanks. Appreciate the fact that you don't want to answer the questions. With all due respect, that's our sales process. That's our application process. Without doing that, you don't get a call. I'm going to just basically respectfully tell you right now, we are not for you. We're not for you. Please do find another provider who's happy for you to just jump on a call with them. We don't do that. We don't like to waste your time. We don't like to waste our time. The information we need is important and it's relevant. Why? Because when you jump on a call with us, we actually want to give you some solutions, whether you buy from us or not. And the only way we can do that is if you give us some information. We're not going to answer 21 different questions on a call when it can take you 2 minutes to just click on this link and answer a few multiple choice questions. Like, if you don't want to do that, we are not for you. And we just push people away. I ain't got time for that. I'm sorry, look, I'm not having anybody dictate to me and my team how our process should be. And I get it. We might not be perfect and we might not be the way that you like to do it. That's great. I'm not your guy. And I'm not saying this to be arrogant. I understand something that, hey, listen, if I'm going to start letting someone dictate to me right at the beginning of a conversation, how on God's earth am I going to close them? There's no respect there. Now, obviously, I'm not making people do something that they don't want to do because I'm giving them the choice to not do it. But for those of you who actually want a genuine transformation in your sales, whether you're an organization with a sales team or whether you're an individual selling, then it's a simple form. And the irony of that is this. These are the same people that don't like people doing that to them, but they do it to other people. They don't like people disrespecting their process, but they want to disrespect someone else's process. I'm not going to fill that agenda for them. I'm not going to, let them do what they're doing right now and allow me to get caught up in their chaos. I'm sorry, no. If right this very moment you run a pattern where you like other people to do what you want to do, but you won't do what other people want to do, then I'm not your guy. I'm not your guy because you're a hypocrite. You don't want your customers telling you what to do, but you want to come and tell me what to do. Bye. This is making sense. And that's not with arrogance, my friends. It's done with self-worth and self-respect. It's a bit like our no-show policy. We've got a very strict no-show policy in our company. If anyone books an appointment with us and cancels last minute, ghosts us, no-show, whatever it is, done. We're done. You are blacklisted, bye-bye. And we're not being horrible. We just respect everyone. Look, if you want to ghost us, I respect you and I respect your model of the world. I also respect the fact that me and my team have feelings. We have time to, that we could be giving to someone else. It's our time to protect. Therefore, respectfully, we're not going to give you another opportunity to disrespect us. We respect ourselves enough to not get disrespected again. We respect you for your decision not to show up. Bye-bye. It's all good. And look, what's wrong with doing that, guys? The reason we don't do it is because we're afraid that someone might not like us. We're afraid that they might push back. Is this making sense? So I want you to start helping people to buy from you by triggering them. Stand your ground, trigger people, have conversations with them. Everything starts to change. Now, I want to help you with this stuff because some of you listening to this right now might need my help. Whether you're a sales team, whether you're part of a sales team, whether you're selling your own products or services, whatever you're doing right now, I want you to win at sales and I want you to win at life. And every single month, I give away 2 scholarships to my Invisible Sales Academy, where I handhold you over 12 weeks, and you get to work with me privately one-to-one as well, where I handhold you over 12 weeks and implement the Invisible Sales System into your business or into your pipeline. And it's super simple. Some of you will be seeing results in as quick as 6 hours, just like my clients do, so that you're converting more sales tomorrow. We get rid of all the roadblocks that are in your mind right now to stop you from actually having real life conversations with prospects. I teach you basically neuroscience, which you will learn so quick, like within 60 minutes, and you'll know more than most freaking psychologists do. I'm telling you now, and that's a big, bold claim, but come inside and I'll show you exactly how to do that. I'll also show you how to sell without using a script. In fact, you can rip the script up as soon as you join. Why? Because all you need to do is memorize 7 words, which will take you less than 5 minutes to memorize. And once you memorize those 7 words, you'll have a framework to help you close anyone that you speak to. And lastly, we'll look at your pitch, we'll look at your offer, and we'll rewrite it for you and help you to actually activate triggers within the prospect's mind that make them want to buy from you. And it's all done in a matter of weeks. No more 12-month masterminds and all this kind of stuff, whatever. You want results, you want them fast, you don't even want to get off the floor, right? So you don't need to with working with me. If you want to work with me, it's quick fire interactions that allow you to win. So if you want to learn more about the Invisible Sales Academy, how you can apply to work with me, how you can apply to get one of the scholarships, which massively reduce your investment to work with me. And the reason why I do this, by the way, guys, the scholarship, is because I'm looking for some winners. I'm looking for some people that I can transform so that you can become a living case study for me. I've got case studies as long as my arm already, but the challenge is this. I want to go global. And I am competing against some people in the industry who've been going longer than me, and quite frankly, hats off to them. But I know deep down there are certain things that I teach that they don't even know, and people need to know it. So if you want to learn how to ethically persuade and influence people, close more deals, help people to buy from you without having to chase them all around the place, then come and hang out with me. And it starts with a conversation. So apply down below by clicking the link in the description or commenting the word sales down below, and I'll personally send you an invitation. Once you've done that, there's a few short questions to ask that will unlock a conversation with me and my team. And once you've had that conversation, there's no pitching on the call. We just want to explore what you've put on your form. If we can prescribe a solution for you, we will. If we can't, we'll give you some advice so that you can still move on, which will be great advice anyway. And look, let's be honest. Look at the value I'm giving in my YouTube videos. Look at the value. And you haven't even had to give me your name, your number, your email address, nothing. You haven't even had to subscribe. For those of you who don't subscribe, why aren't you subscribing? Hit subscribe right now, okay? But look, you don't even have to do any of that to still get this amount of value from me for nothing. So what would happen if you actually invested your time, your name, your number, your email address? I'm going to give you even more. And you know what? If you choose to do what a lot of people do, which is invest some money with me, guess what else I'm going to unlock? Yeah, greatness. So go ahead and comment the word sales down below or click on the link in the description. Let's get you applying to the Invisible Sales Academy, and hopefully you'll get one of our scholarships. Now, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit like, hit subscribe, leave us a comment down below, share it with someone that you know who needs it, because at the end of the day, I want to make sales great again. And as you can see, I'm trying to grow this channel right now, and I'm doubling down on my content here so that I can reach more people. So until next time, I wish you all the wealth, health, success, and happiness that you truly, truly deserve.